everybody. So this video is definitely a little bit of a different one than you're used to. This is entirely unscripted. I have nothing but basic points that I want to make in this video. I've tried recording this once or twice, and I just found that I just could not do it without thinking a bit to myself and recognizing what exactly I wanted to talk about with you all. So here I am, trying again. So, there has been recently an upsurge in parasocialism from my audience. Now, I understand that sort of comes with the territory, you know? I am an ASMR YouTuber. I do audio roleplay, and outside of that, I am a voice actor that people like and care about to an extent and are interested in. That is lovely. And, I really do appreciate all of you who take time out of their day to support me and really do try their best to, be there for all of my videos or all of my content and just enjoy what I do. I appreciate that. However, it gets to a point where some people go a little bit too far. In recent months or so, I have had people messaging me personally or commenting on my videos or this and that, and what I have received in terms of reception and overall, even just messages in general, have not been pleasant for me. I have received multiple comments about myself or about how people feel when they watch my videos or all of this, and I just want it to be known that it is okay to feel a connection with me. However, I need it to be remembered that I am a person, everybody. I am a content creator. I am not Charlie Morningstar. I am not Zoe. I am not Vaggie. I am not Loot. I'm not Millie. I am not these characters that you hear and see on your screens. It is okay for people to mix that up a little bit in their minds, but what is not okay is to project that onto me. It gets to a point where some people are getting a little bit too interested in me. I have had people looking up my age. I have had people looking up where I live. I have had people messaging me personally, professing their love to me, and let me just put it to you all this way. I am not happy with it. I am not comfortable. I am not ecstatic that people are messaging me personally, basically saying that they're in love with me and that they want everything to do with me in my life and they want to know more about me. Guys, I do not think that is okay. This kind of behavior is not healthy. And I feel like a lot of people sort of confuse that a little bit. First of all, I feel like I need this to be known. I am certain I have mentioned this on the channel somewhere. I am in a very loving relationship. I am very much taken, and I honestly, I don't care if that makes me any less likable or less marketable to some people. If you are less interested in me because I am a taken woman, then I'm sorry. But there's nothing anybody can do to change that. So not only am I taken, but how old I am and where I live is nobody's business. I am a grown woman with my own responsibilities and things I need to do. That is all you need to know. In fact, you don't even need to know that. I get to decide what is my business and what is your business, what you get to know about me. My personal info, especially where I live, is none of your business. You don't need to know that. So the fact that I have people hunting me down, trying to figure out every little thing about me because they're in love with me, is worrisome. Very much so. I understand that parasocialism does not come from a healthy mindset, right? I understand that when you see somebody on your screen that you really like and you really relate to, or you just feel comforted by, it can feel hard to not... I guess I said feel hard. It can be hard to not be able to fully comprehend that you don't know that person, especially when you see them every day, or you comment on their videos, or you like their posts, whatever it may be. You build a connection with these people without realizing it. And honestly, that's okay. It is okay to form connections with people that you technically don't truly know. However, what is not okay is to pursue those connections and make this thought up in your head that you know them, truly, utterly know them, and that you deserve them. You deserve to know everything about them. You deserve their attention. You deserve their praise. That is not true. I hope you all understand that I'm not saying any of this to be cruel or mean or hurt anybody's feelings, because I would never want to do that. I love my audience more than anything, but when I say I love my audience, that does not come from a place of romance. That does not come from a place of genuine knowledge about you all. You can comment everything you want, anything you want, but I will never truly know you. And you will never truly know me. And that is the divide that I have to have with you all as a content creator. I would love to get to know my fans a little bit better. I love to interact with my fans and hear what they have to say. However, I cannot keep interacting with people if these are the kinds of relationships they're going to develop with me in their head. I understand that parasocialism does not come from being healthy. It does not come from a place where you are perfectly content and able to live without developing this kind of a connection, and that's okay. It is okay to be parasocial to an extent. What's not okay is to come into my DMs talking all of this about how you know me, you truly get me, how you are in love with me, and how you see something in me that nobody else sees. That's not true. You do not know me. And just for the record, I am not mad at anybody who is, developing these parasocial ideas. I'm just worried about you. That's my genuine concern. I am not mad at anybody who comes into my messages or even comes to my channel seeking comfort. That is why I'm here. My purpose is my purpose as a content creator is to give people something in their lives that they may not have complete access to. And I love to do that. So when I see people message me and they're sad or they just need somebody, I wish I could be there for you all. But I can't. I am one person, and not only that, I am not yours. And it's okay to not be able to make that divide. And to anybody who may know they're parasocial and they know they have this unhealthy connection to me and they don't care, or they're just now realizing it, or they didn't know it and are just now coming to terms with it even, it's okay. I am not mad at you. I am never mad at anybody who is not okay, because it is okay to not be okay. However, I am not an object. I am not a doll. I am not Charlie Morningstar, right? I am not somebody that you can just project these feelings onto. I am a person. I have a life. I have family. I have friends. You will never know me the way you want to know me, or the way you think you know me even. And I'm sorry, but that will always be the truth, because there will always be a divide between fan and creator. I love you all. More than anything, you guys have given me this opportunity to embrace what I've always wanted to do and sort of make those steps into being a real voice actor, and I appreciate all of you with every bone in my body. However, it is important to remember that I'm a YouTuber. I'm not a character. I'm a person, and to make these connections in your brain and see me as somebody who you truly know is not okay. It is okay to not be okay. What is not okay is to act like you know me and you truly love me because you don't know who I am. I hope you all understand that I may be taking a little bit of a step back from interacting with my community, just because the amount of comments I have received lately have been incredibly stressful for me. I am uncomfortable with people who are trying to find out all this personal info about me and say they love me and all of these multiple things, but I wish I didn't have to. I wish I could just stay the same and act like everything is okay, but I can't. This is the kind of thing that needs to be spoken up about. And that's what I'm going to do. Because it is not okay to treat your favorite content creators like this. It is not okay to treat anybody like this. I am very lucky. There are some people who project these feelings onto people they truly know, and thankfully I am not one of them. But that doesn't change the fact that either way it is not good for you, it is not good for me, it is not good for anybody. So, to those who have developed a relationship with me that isn't real, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if this video upsets you. I'm sorry if you're angry at me. I'm sorry if you're sad. I'm sorry if you're upset in any shape or form. I do care about you, but I don't love you in the way that you want me to, and I will never know you the way you want me to, and you will never know me the way you want to. So I'm sorry, but all I can hope for is that you recognize this kind of behavior isn't okay and get help, because I'm worried about you. I'm not mad at you. I am worried about you. And to anybody who is listening to this and is afraid of developing this kind of relationship with somebody, just be aware of how you feel and why you're feeling it. You may have moments where you feel like you truly do know the person behind the screen and that you get them and that they get you, but unfortunately that will never be true. So, I'm so sorry. I feel like this came out of absolutely nowhere, but it's definitely a conversation I feel like I've had to have with multiple people. And not only that, but this entire thing is starting to grate on my nerves a little bit, not because I'm annoyed, but because I am afraid for my own safety. So I hope you all can understand why I'm making this video. I will not be leaving YouTube. This is not enough to make me so afraid to the point where I'm running off and never, interacting with my audience again, because I love you guys and I want to keep doing what I'm doing and do it well. However, I may be taking a little bit of a step back, not too much, but I might stop interacting with my community as much. Uploads might be a little bit slower, but I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. I am happy to be here with you all. So, thank you all so much for listening to me talk. I hope this isn't too stressful for anybody or overwhelming, but I hope that some of you can take what I have to say into account and really think on it. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you later. All right, goodbye.